You're tuned into Tackle Fanatics TV, and in this episode of TFTV, Matt Woods takes a look at Avid's traction carp rod range.
Right in front of me here you'll see the new range of rods from Avid Carp, the awesome traction series. These feature some brilliant new carbon technologies that really make a difference out on the bank. As you can see by looking at the rods, they are truly stunning. 3K weave all the way up the rod. You've got a lovely Japanese shrink wrap handle, carbon reel seat, a laser etched line clip that really does look great. Minimal graphics. We've put the graphics on the underside of the fishing rods, so when you're actually out on the pod like that or out on your bank sticks, all you see is what essentially looks like a custom built rod. At the bottom as well, on the butt here, you've got Avid as well. Just a nice bit of branding on the bottom, and everything about this rod is really lightweight. So we've got super light aluminium guides, 50mm butt rings on all of the rods apart from the 10-footer in the range. The fishing rods, we've got a 3-pounder, a 3 1/4 and a 3 1/2, and all of them are beautiful fishing tools. The best thing about these rods, I think, is the reactive carbon. It's called reactive because it reacts really quickly to whatever forces you put upon it. So if you cast it out like that, you've got a quick recovery in the tip, but it will also compress really quickly, which enables the more average casters to gain distance. We've put the guides in the perfect spot to enable people to cast further. That's a really important thing. But what we haven't lost is that fish playing sensation, that all important action that you need. The traction range starts at $99.99, which, you know, for a set of 3 rods of this caliber really is something else. To match into the fishing rods that you may choose, you've also got a spot and a marker rod. The spod rod, again, lovely and lightweight, great tool, perfect for the big spom or your middle spom, spodding, anything you want to do. This has got the minerals to cope with it. It's a 5-pound rod, so you've got plenty of power there, but you've also got, again, a different style of action. This time, there's a lot more beef in the middle section of the rod to enable you to cast those heavier weights a long way. And then finally, you've got the marker rod. This is a 3 1/2-pound test curve, but it's not the same as the 3 1/2-pound fishing rods. We found that the blank between the second guide and the 4th guide down is so important when it comes to marker rods. That's what gives you that tip registration. That's what gives you the feedback on the lake bed. Another thing that will help you find out more about the lake bed is, of course, the 6-inch and 12-inch markers. Again, another great tool and something I'm sure you'll have in your armoury. Something that will appeal to a lot of anglers, a guarantee card. It comes with every single rod. So when you buy a rod, you go down the shops, you're going to get, not only are you going to get a great rod, but you're also going to get great service thereafter. So fill that in, send it to us at Avid Carp, and your traction rod could be yours for life. That's the new Avid traction range. As I say, they're truly stunning rods. Let's go over to the lake and I can talk you through again that reactive carbon and what a difference it makes with either a fish on the end or whilst casting. So let's talk again about rod action. With these, the traction rods, what you've got is what's called a progressive action, which basically means it gets progressively less stiff from the butt up to the tip. Now our other rods, the MSX and the DSK, they're a really fast action. So if you look at the tip, they probably bend maybe something like that, and then thereafter you're not really, all the action is in the tip. With these rods, the more pressure you put on them, the faster they react, and you get what's a progressive action all the way through, which is absolutely perfect. If you suffered with hook pulls and things in the past, chances are you've got a rod that's got an action that's too fast. Great for casting if you can cast, but for the average angler, I don't think you can beat this style. Like I say, progressively less stiff. When you're using 15-pound line, 18-pound line, something like that, it doesn't get any better than this. PVA bag fishing, you'll actually find you probably cast further with this. That reactive carbon really makes a difference. You can see it's so quick. If those fish lunge, no problem at all. You know, I've got the reel locked up here and it's still really fast. The great thing about it, as I mentioned earlier, it will enable you to chuck a little bit further with average capabilities. So, you know, you can see here we've got a 4-ounce lead on there, tip's hardly moving. If I keep myself nice and straight, nice and smooth, probably casting that 100 yards down the lake, not even trying. Now, the difference is my technique's been honed over a number of years. For you, it's probably different to that. You may be able to cast further than me, for all I know. But with these rods, one thing you can be certain of, you will not be disappointed. I can assure you now, there's a test curve to suit everybody in the range, whether you're fishing large waters or small waters, home or abroad. So check them out, they're in shops now, $99.99 is the retail price. You might pick them up for a little bit less than that, and I'll leave that one with you. See you next time.
Hello Avid Carpers. For more great videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You've been tuned into TFTV. Tackle Fanatics stock a huge range of Avid products at the best prices in the UK. We also stock a vast selection of tackle and bait from all the leading manufacturers. To view our selection, log on to www.tacklefanatics.co.uk. Remember, Tackle Fanatics also offer finance to make your tackle purchase more affordable. Tight lines from everybody at TFTV.